Okay, so I was asked recently what stigmas I use, and my answer to that person was that everybody should pick their own stigmas, because what I use isn't technically going to be what's best for you or the normal commonplace sort of thing. But they wanted to know anyway, and I told them, and yeah, they agreed it was weird. But over time, your stigma use is going to change with your gear, with your playstyle, with what you're doing. It's going to change. So my stigmas are a bit strange. You're going to see I have Call Lightning, which, you know, I'm running around a DPS right now. So this is what I'm using for DPS. Is Call Lightning, Summon Noble Energy, Ripple of Purification, Power Sprint, Saving Grace, and Sacrificial Power. Now, on the side here, I'm lucky enough that I have +9, so I get 2 more. I have Noble Grace and Retribution Lightning. Now, those aren't as essential, so if you don't have the extra spots, you know, don't feel weird about it. I just had a lot of stigmas, and I got real lucky, so... and if you ever want to, like, plus your stigmas up and you don't want to be stressed out about it, just save up money and buy other people's luck. That's what I do. Like, I go to the broker and I just... get lucky off other people's luck. But I did get them to 9 on my own, so I was very proud. Okay, so the reason I have it set up this way, that I don't just have like 3 like DPS skills up here so that I'll get the little debuff. I like that debuff, but I run around solo all the time. So I like to have this Taunting Spirit. One, because it works really great with mobs, but also because it works really great with Elios. It's worth its weight in gold in Elios. One, because a lot of them don't know what it is, so they assume that they're going to get attacked, and they attack it immediately. But I also think that when it taunts, it may divert their attention, like it targets itself. I'm not 100% sure, but so many Elios I fight target it, I assume it's not their intention. So, I don't know. That's something I guess I have to test. I'll make an Elios friend or something. But the reason I do it, like, let's say if I was gonna, there's a captain right here, right? And I was going to attack this camp, what I would do is throw this down so that all of these mobs aren't attacking me because they're going to be busy with my spirit. Look at him. He's the best. And then I attack the captain. Now, if there's mobs around me, if there's Elios around me, it gives them one more thing to have to target to get to me, which is great. Plus, I'll have my servants up, you know, the Holy Servant, Punishment Servant, all that stuff. So that works super awesome. As far as my other skills, you know, Retribution Lightning, you don't need it, but it's a nice little extra DPS skill that you can do while running, so I love that. Noble Grace is something I like. I do get zerged a lot, and which is expected. I mean, this is a group game, so, you know, you're going to get zerged. Noble Grace is just nice, especially if I have Sacrificial Power running, to give me just a little bit of extra healing. One of my chain skills I use constantly is this one that I give for mana. It's Sage's Wisdom, Amplification, Blessed Shield, Noble Grace, and then my Heal Over Time, Splendor of Recovery. This I use all the time. It helps me keep my mana fresh. It helps me, you know, live through zergs. It's wonderful because I'm getting faster and I'm not using any mana for this. I'm getting additional magic attack and healing boost with that. I'm getting shielding with this plus mana, and I'm also getting mana with this. I'm getting extra healing here, and then I'm healing myself. So let's say I have a whole bunch of Elios on me. What I'll do is I'll pop Prayer Focus just to make sure I don't get interrupted, and just go whom, whum, whum, whum. And then, like, I'm getting all kinds of heals. And then, of course, you know, I have Ripple too, so if I really need it, I can throw Ripple. I also have the Divinian skill. I don't have all of them yet. I'm still working on it. But I got really lucky with shields, so I throw this on myself as well. Mash Mortal Shroud is a barrier. It only gives you 9,000 damage protection, but it also helps you not get stumbled or silenced. Not completely, but, you know. Elios, I am doing something here. Okay, I don't think he's gonna bother me. But yeah, so this gives you a little extra if you're getting thwacked by, like, I was, like, just now I was fighting a Chanter, a Sin, and 2 Glads. No, just 1 Glad. It was 3 people. And this was great because I could help myself to not get knocked down. I helped myself to not get silenced by the Sin. And the Chanter was busy healing. But, you know, especially against a group of melees, it's fantastic. And so, yeah, I highly recommend that skill chain that I had there, because if you're a cleric, of course, because it's very nice for just, you know, you're running around doing nothing. There, I've got full mana, full health, you know, and all I'm doing is grinding, nothing big. But it's a really nice way to not use a lot of mana pots, because if you use it enough, you're constantly refreshing your mana or saving yourself mana, things like that. So that's just a little insight into that. As far as my healing stigmas go, I don't change a whole lot. I actually I put Benevolence in place of Call Lightning. I put Healing Servant in place of Noble Energy. I keep Ripple. I always have Power Sprint in, because you're either running to somebody to heal or you're running from a Zerg. I always, always, always have Power Sprint in. It's just, that's how my life is. And then I have Reverse Condition instead of... I don't even know if I use Reverse Condition. Instead of Noble Grace? No. I mean, I guess if I know I'm not going to DPS, I'll put it with instead of Retribution Lightning. If I know something has like a mana suck and I don't have a Songweaver. No, I think I do use it because... Sorry. Because I take out Sacrificial Power. That makes much more sense. So I have Noble Grace and Reverse Condition. That's what I was doing. Okay, so yeah, that's the reason I keep that, and I have Saving Grace in. I don't change that. So really all I change is this, this, and this, and then I add them all in and take out Retribution Lightning. I will say that this isn't the most bursty, like if you're looking to just go straight up damage, roar, kill, kill, murder, murder, you know, it's not the most bursty Stigma setup. But I run into a lot of people who are getting Zerged, or I'm getting Zerged, and I invite somebody to my group kind of on the fly. And so I like having Ripple there for both of us. I like having Noble Grace there for both of us. I just like having it a little bit group friendly, just in case I do need to group up. I'm not just like, yeah, I'm in DPS spec and I won't be assisting you in any way. I don't want to be that cleric. So I do kind of have the people I'm going to be helping or who will be helping me in mind when I put together my Stigmas. One thing I used to have socketed, and I haven't had it for this patch because we're all so sturdy, but if you're very, very weakly geared, Blinding Light is a wonderful skill, especially with Rangers running around and as strong as they are now. You know, maybe put Blinding Light in, put Festering Wound in if you're having trouble bursting a Chanter. There are times I do wish I had Festering Wound in, especially when I'm fighting a Chanter who's decently geared. And I may play with that a little bit. It's a really good skill. But, you know, it's all based on your preference. That's why I said you have to really kind of pick your own poison, as it were. What I always suggest people do is take all of the Stigmas and, like, line them up, and then separate them by ones you absolutely need. Like, I need that one. I don't need that one so much. I need that one. And then socket them, and then see what you have left, and then put, you know, plug in what you have left. That way you don't have to, like, have a set, you know what you're going to go do, and you can kind of decide based on your situation rather than what somebody told you to socket, you know? So, yeah, that's my little spiel on Stigmas and chain skills, or define skills. And if you're curious about my other define skills, it's nothing too fancy. I have this one just as like a group heal, sort of, I don't even know. This is just sort of lazy. It's a single heal, group heal, single heal, single heal. This one I just put both of my servants on. This is just 2 skills that I can cast at the same time that each have a bunch of chains, so it's kind of like this has a chain, this has a chain, this doesn't. But that's just nice for instant, like when I'm running, like, okay, if I'm running past this dude here, all I did was push one key for that. So it's really just a laziness skill. It's not really a necessity. And then this one is a save somebody's butt. And they do have to be in my group for all of these skills to work, because this is a group member who's given a heal. But if they're not, this does actually speed up my other heals, so that's helpful. But like if I run into somebody, let's just say me, and I cast this skill, what it does is it shields them, because I could shield anybody, helps my healing go faster, saving grace to prevent them from dying while I'm healing them, and then little heal, bigger heal, and then I could go into, you know, other heals if I want. But this is just basically like you see some poor little Sin getting beat on by like an SM or something, and you can kind of throw heals on them and a shield on them and saving grace on them just to kind of protect them while you know, handle the situation. So yeah. This one was the mana one, laziness, and my shit, blah, blah, my to leave people alone most of the time. Unless I have a daily, I don't attack people. When people attack me, I attack back. I protect, but I also attack. Okay, so I'm going to show you, now granted the captain isn't up, but I am going to show you what I was talking about, just so you can kind of get an idea. Okay, I do attack people if I'm having a bad day. I just chase people, but if they're under rank 1, I never attack unless they attack me first. Okay, so here they all are. Ah! So all I do is put him up and they all go for him. Bye! Except for her, she's going after me. Don't leave me, okay? And that gives me time to get away with nothing chasing me. Isn't that nice? It's super helpful, especially if you get stuck with guards as much as I do. Especially if like you heal people who get guards on you all the time. Oh, it's gonna get so fancy over here. Yeah, if you have guards on you all the time, if you have mobs on you all the time, it's super duper helpful. Just to have that little guy helping you out. And every 3 minutes he pops up. Isn't that wonderful? So yeah, that's basically it. I don't know. I hope that was helpful. It was kind of my thoughts rather than, you know, probably what a lot of people would do. I just sort of made my own way after over the years, and yeah. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. And if I'm in the middle of the dude. I respect this guy who didn't get involved. I think he thought he was gonna help him. Anyway, yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I don't know everything about everything, but I know some about some stuff, so feel free to ask. I'll never make you feel stupid or say it's a dumb question, so. Alright, have a great day. I will talk to you later. Bye!